And now, the next down.
Really? He's a bozo. He's a bozo. Really? Yeah. We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again.
Every Thursday at 8 p.m.
And we are
back.
We are back to the next down.
What a week.
What a week.
Oh my, wow.
What
Guys,
a week.
we pushed off DFL 1 week because of the rain, and boy, did it work out.
It did.
Give me some 1 week to tell me.
I mean,
dive right in.
you show up to the field, and everything is absolutely prepared exactly how you would want it to be.
I mean,
Fields
30-yard
were-
fields.
Everything was lined up to the T.
5-inch
Food
end
was
zones.
next to the jerseys, next to the field. The clocks were set up. The spacing for the yards were set up. Everything was ready to roll. The touchdowns were bigger. And it was an amazing start to the week. Everything went on time.
Beauty.
And I want to just give a huge shout out to Sam.
Surya? I'm joking. Nah, too soon. All right, boys, we are back.
my
Week 1
gosh.
in the books. A
Yes.
lot to uncover, a lot to take. Before we get into anything, I just want to talk about right off the bat with our breaking news here. There's a lot of controversy over the aggressiveness of this league. I mean, guys were getting tackled in this league. Guys were getting slapped down. I mean, there's a guy with a black eye. I mean, can we show the picture?
Yeah, let's pull that up real quick.
All right. That's from our game. It was aggressive.
That's gotta hurt.
I mean, you know what? Let's stop talking.
Yeah.
You have the commission on speed dial.
I do have the commission on speed dial. Let's give him a ring.
Let's give him a ring and let him say it for ourselves, because I don't think we need to dive into this. I think we'll just let him say it himself. So, a lot going on and a lot of teases here.
What's good, commish?
Sam, I am. Welcome to the next down, baby.
Am I talking to Jay? Am I talking to JP? Or are we now Yoni and Joslit?
Oh, I love it. Way to bring it in.
I
No,
love
we're
it.
back to Yoni and Joslit. It's official. We got the feedback.
Yoni and Joslit, thank you for having me on. I just want to congratulate you both for skyrocketing the charts.
Yeah.
Last week in the debut episode of The Next Down, you guys somehow managed a way to climb to number 2 in sports podcast on Spotify.
Wow.
Number 1 on YouTube.
Thank you.
For flag football podcasting, and the stats are there to back it up. And thank you for having me on. And how can I help you?
So we were just discussing how you have an update on how aggressive the league is and how things got a little out of hand. Yoni, take it away, Yoni.
Yeah, I mean, we were discussing just now how the league was, I mean, it was a very aggressive week, which once again, the DFL doesn't mind. But I feel like when you took over as commissioner, right, and you took the reins from Victor Cohen, you had a vision for the league, and safety was a priority for you. So that being said, I mean, we showed a picture, we just pulled up the picture of Gruskin out here on the pod, and
That nice little signer?
yeah, like it got dirty. So we didn't want to tease anything. We'll just let you talk.
So let me nip this in the bud right now. I'm going to make this short and sweet and impactful. Yes, you were 100% correct. I made it a point to ensure that safety was going to be brought back into the league. I don't know what it was prior to the year before I took over, but I know it got a little out of hand. And there is a reason what happened on Sunday happened is because the referee crew that we had 2 years ago prior to my regime was back on the field, and they weren't made. Listen, I told them, but I don't think they understood it to the degree that we're cleaning it up, and they were allowing everything. And they were, when I say everything, stiff arms were a thing, and not just in a cute way. We're talking about getting shook, as we say it now.
Way to throw that in there.
No, this has became, it got out of hand. Now, on the field as a commissioner, I'm not going to sit there and make a stink and insert myself in the games. I don't do that. I mean, we're going to address it midweek to have a conversation going into week 2. You make a face like that, Jaws, that's not true. It's 100% true.
I mean, Sam, we're going to roll the tape right now of the footage of Shook literally tackling Noah Hakeem. The footage is rolling right now.
What? No.
Right here.
And there's a sack.
I mean, pretty nuts. Pretty nuts.
That's insane.
All right, so
Dangerous.
now
It's definitely dangerous.
I'm not blaming a guy like Shook. I'm not putting the blame on the referees either. I'll take the onus on it. But either way, going forward, I will tell the entire league, be prepared. There is an entire committee comprised of people that are either retired players, veteran players, or respected heads. And they chose not to have their names on a list, and I respect that. And either way, everything is going under review. And just to give you a little bit of a sneak peek of what's being discussed, and it will be announced no later than Thursday evening, but probably around then, the upcoming cleanup in the DFL going into week 2. Now, question number 1 is, are we banning stiff arms altogether? I know how you feel, Jaws.
Heck
I know how
no.
you feel,
We
Yoni.
cannot do that. We cannot do that. I'm not. I'm going to give my take soon.
wow, the news cannot drop until after this episode drops, and everyone's gonna be teased with this on the next down.
Let's go.
Wait. I'm gonna. I know it's your show, but I'm not gonna say what the ruling has been. But stiff arms is question number 1.
Wow.
Number 2 is the refs, like you said, there was some egregious tackling, and it seemed as if the flags were pretty much glued to the belts of field number 1, and that is the woman and the one that Fonz almost scared the hell out of.
Yeah, oh my gosh. I wish I had a clip of that.
And also Will. I mean, so that tackling has to go. That is definitely going to be strictly enforced, because at the end of the day, we don't want injuries. Injuries is a big problem, and we don't want that. It's the last thing we want.
Of course
someone
not.
getting injured and carted off the field, and that's part of this whole stiff arm conversation. And then, not really through with safety. I saw there was a bit of an issue with clock management under 5 minutes because the sun was pretty strong. It was tough to see the scoreboards. So I'm going to encourage the referees to take control of the clock with 5 minutes to play. Up until then, I don't want to hear it. Their eyes are on the field. And then finally, I would like to have one of the line judges be on the actual goal line to see where a ball crossed the plane or not, because there was a lot of judgment-looking calls.
About who? About Jason?
Uh,
Thank you.
Either way, I just want to make sure that the refs put themselves in position. Again, I'm not going to call them a rookie crew, but for me, they were a rookie crew, and it takes a little getting accustomed to.
Correct.
So thank God, Baruch Hashem, we didn't have any injuries.
I'm shocked that that lady referee didn't quit yet, because Fonz really did scare the pizza out of her.
No, I think she was into it. I told Fonz, I think she was in for some sauce. I really do.
Look, Fonz is, after he gave us the line for the year, Shook by Shook, he could do whatever he wants.
Correct.
Yeah, no. By the way,
Shook by Shook is...
By the way, true story. You know how Belichick tried to trademark those terms that the Patriots denied? I heard Moshe Shook has been at the trademark office all day in New York trying to get Shook by Shook.
This is true.
It's on
Confirmed.
t-shirts.
Confirmed.
There's hashtags flying. This is the merch is out of control with Moshe Shook, Shook by Shook. Either way,
Beauty.
you should know.
Sam, the commish, thank you for the updates.
Thank
We
you.
love you.
We appreciate it.
And we hope to have you as
Yes,
a
we
real
did.
guest sitting down in this chair.
Yes,
one of
let's
these
have
weeks.
one of these
Can we
weeks.
tease it?
Just give me a heads up. I'll be there. No problem.
We love
I
you.
love you, brother. Thank you. What a legend.
Wow, breaking news from the commish. I mean,
I can't-
look, he didn't confirm it yet, but stiff arms. What do you feel about that?
I have a couple hot takes on the matter. First of all, I think that part of the reason why we love this league is because of the physicality, and everyone knew that going in. When you sign up for the DFL, you're signing up to get your head knocked off. That's really what you're signing up for, and everyone knew that. Every year, it's very aggressive, and that's part of the reason why we love this league, because I'm able to put people in the ground.
The
They're
fumbles
able to,
and-
live ball. Listen, most leagues don't have that, and that was a huge emphasis on why people like joining this league.
And
as
there used
well.
to be trucking last year. That got
Correct.
banned too.
Correct. I mean, listen, Rocky last year, like we mentioned last pod, I believe. Rocky last year in the Super Bowl, was it the Super Bowl or the playoffs, where he ran over Delic? I think it was playoffs.
Playoffs.
It
I would
was playoffs,
assume.
yeah. He ran him over. It was completely uncalled for, and like stuff like that they wanted to take out, because obviously we don't want anybody getting super injured. But if you're gonna pull up like Maishi Deitch this week, where you're diving for a flag head first and the guy's going for a stiff arm, you're asking to get slapped in the face.
But on the flip side of that, last year, the rule and the statement that was made by the league is if you're going to stiff arm someone, you have to make sure if that defender's bending down or anything, it's on you to recognize it. And
You know,
anything above is a flag. They were encouraged to throw the flags last year, and I think Carlo would have threw flags a lot. But at the end of the day, I mean, look, Deitch getting hit. We can pull up the film right now. He gets low. And Zachy puts a stiff arm. So now, Zachy shouldn't have to really work. That shouldn't be a flag on Zachy. But according to the rules last year, that was a flag on Zachy because you, as the person putting that hand in the face, needs to be aware of where the defender is, regardless if he bends down in the middle of it.
I hear you. I would like to make a point though. We play. Most leagues have 2 flags on the side. We have a third in the back. Do you know why we have a third in the back, in my opinion? First of all, it makes it more competitive. People can't just slide away. Otherwise, we'd have a big problem with Noah Hakeem. If that third flag wasn't there, you'd have a big problem with a guy like Noah Hakeem. You'd have a big problem with a guy like Freeman, right? So that third flag is there because even if I am going for the flag and I'm going for that hip and I see the stiff arm coming, you can make a maneuver. You could go out of the way, go for that back flag. But instead, what do? Your instincts take in, and you go ahead and you go for that first flag, and you get stuffed. And that should be legal. Not only that, what does Tom Brady say? Tom Brady always says that he doesn't like – it's on the quarterback not to throw his receivers into danger, correct?
The hospital balls, yep.
Correct. So here in football, in this league, you have to be aware stiff arms are going to be coming. When I'm going in for that flag, I got to be more mindful of the fact that there's a back flag there where I can avoid getting stiff armed and still getting a guy down.
Yo, Joss, I love you. All right.
Yeah.
JP, Joss, whatever it is. I'm going to call you Joslit this week.
Yes, please.
All right.
I don't need the hate anymore.
Beauty. No more third person. I mean, I thought we were going to FaceTime Joslit soon.
I
but it's not happening.
know.
But what your Tom
was a
Brady
good idea.
example was, and we'll just end with this because we're going way too much into it, and the commission will make a decision.
Correct.
Is Tom Brady saying that you have to not throw the hospital ball, so you throw in the stiff arm, you have to make sure it's on you to make sure.
Let's just do a quick breakdown real quick. If I'm running with the ball in my hands and I see a defender coming and I start sticking out my hand and he starts going low, who's that really on? I'm also engaging. So
I agree.
I think obviously it depends on the call. The refs have to call it as they see it. And I think this week we're going to see a lot of cleaned up plays, a lot of cleanup calls. Hopefully guys won't be getting tackled and guys won't be getting injured. That's not what we want, but we do want it to be aggressive. We do want it to be fun. And I just think overall, with AG's face getting slammed in, that's a perfect example of an aggressive league where it had nothing to do with a stiff arm. That was a straight block. He got an elbow. He catches the elbow. It happens every week. Somebody gets hurt. It is what it is. This is football. Welcome to the game, baby.
All right. I mean, look, we know how you feel about it. Obviously, as a big tight end in the
I don't want to see nothing aggressive taking out of this game or out of this league. I want it to be as close to tackle as possible, in my personal opinion.
All right.
And I'm looking forward to knocking somebody's teeth in.
Beautiful. Look, moving right along right now, we had a couple of things out here. We had the swag, all right? The swag this year, big step up.
Huge
we got
step up.
Sweaters. We got the beanies. We got all of that. And aside from the swag, we also had a new thing that we started. You know, first week was sponsored by myself for Chaim Ben Miriam.
Yeah, Jimmy Hannon.
Jimmy Hannon. And, you know, every week we want to try to find a sponsor that we could, you know, sponsor the breakfast for the league and put it towards the
Yeah, Chaim Ben Miriam.
Yeah, so if anyone wants to sponsor, week 2 is sponsored.
Yeah, he was last year's sub of the year. Unbelievable. He was very, very talented for a kid his age coming in and just absolutely balling. And I was very impressed with his midas and everything about him. And I just want to wish him a full recovery as soon as possible.
Got it. Moving on, let's review these beautiful games. And you know what? Before we go into anything, we're going right into Joslit's game. This man has drove to 80 Acres Park 9 times now. And 8 out of those 9 drives when he was driving back home, he drove back with a loss, with no cigar, with no Joss winning cigar. And
it is painful. It is painful.
I want you to defend yourself. I want you to tell me about this game, Dolphins, Demons, and defend yourself. I mean,
first things first, I want to just put a statement out last year. I did not do a good defending our team last year when you were taking shots at us, and I just want to say some people felt that I was putting the whole failure of our team on Ike, and I personally would like to take that back. That is not accurate. Week 1, me and Sim Fuchs both weren't there. Ralph Hannon was injured the whole entire season. I have Kaz on my team. No need for explanation on that. Other factors played in, and honestly, Lieber was injured for 2 games out of the year. I'm talking about our team fell apart. I don't think that was right for people to take away the fact that it felt like it was mainly on Ike. Obviously not the case, and I just wanted to clarify that. Now, regarding this year and this week,
Yes, sir.
wow, do I love the Demons, baby. What a freaking
The
way to come
0-1
out.
Demons.
You could say 0-1, but
All
we have a rhythm.
It's
We
just-
have a chemistry, and let me tell you, that D-line, me and Buka were this close to sacking Meyer Casson almost every single play, in my opinion. We are this close to getting our defense on par. A couple miscommunications.
Okay.
Overall, we got to pull up.
I mean, tell me how you feel first on Zachy Citron going 11 for 12. Highest completion
I am
percentage in the league.
I am super thrilled with Zach. He absolutely slayed. Absolute killer. Killer. Came out, throwing dimes, knew exactly what he wanted. Hey, listen. Me being the selfless player that I am, didn't ask for the ball much. Was getting a little frustrated.
He did spread it around. No one on your team had
He
more than like 2 catches.
He spread it around.
Yeah.
He found the guys. Overall, I would like to pull up right now as we speak.
Besides for his 11 for 12.
And besides for his 11 for 12, right now I want to pull up this week Zachy Citron's highlights. Absolute stud. We're going to pull it up right now on the actual footage straight away.
I mean, wow. I mean, look, besides for going 11 for 12, to pull off this play, a nice spin move, and then, I mean,
Wow. Boom, stiff arm spin move. Boom, stiff arm again. Right in.
I mean,
right
look, it's
in.
a good
Walks
play.
it in.
It's a good play. Zachy,
Walks it in.
we
Just
know.
absolutely walked it in. You can't ask for a better play than that, in my opinion, from your quarterback when he's freaking running, and he could only run once every 4 downs.
And
Thank
guess
you.
what? I mean, he did it. So 11 for 12, and then
You did it, brother.
11 for 12, and then obviously
Absolute
the
slayer.
rushing touchdown. That's on the Demon side of the ball. See, look, I feel like it was a hard-fought game for the Demons. I think that they're in that proving themselves type of stage. I said that they're the second half of the league. They have to prove themselves to be the top half of the league.
Correct.
And that's where they are right now.
Yeah,
you know,
listen,
they came in a
I
very close
think-
game with the Dolphins.
Yep.
And, I mean, a lot to say.
I gotta give it to Gold. Simcha Gold was an absolute beast.
I mean, so let's talk about the other side of the ball.
Yeah, Simcha Gold was an absolute beast. I got to give it to him. He only played one side of the ball. Really, he came for one down on defense. I think I blew him up a little bit too much, and he was like, I'm done.
Simcha.
Yeah, sorry, bro.
You hear that, boy.
Overall, I hope to see you in the playoffs if you make it. Overall, I think that their team is. I think we played our football that you will see as of yet, and they played some of their best football that you'll see.
I just want to stop.
That's my personal.
I just want to
take.
stop. I mean,
That's my
last
personal
pod, I'm talking about how Joss over Gold and then all of a sudden Josh just casually saying, I make playoffs if you make it. I mean, dude, they'll want to know you're 0-1. You're throwing shade at the Dolphins.
Yeah, because I know that we are currently right now coming in at our weakest point, and we're only going to build week in and week out.
Are you
and
a
I'm
better
looking at them
team?
saying,
Are you a
they
better
caught us
team?
on a bad week, and we're like just scraping the top of what we're going to be, and they look like this is who they're going to be throughout the season.
If you ever rematch 3 more times, do you win 2 out of those 3?
I believe so, 100%.
Do you win 3 out of 3?
Obviously not. We lost one.
All right. I mean, look, Dolphins killer. There's one man who fell in that draft, and we got to talk about him. I mean, look, by the way, after this game ended, after this
by the way,
game,
he sealed the game.
after
He
this
sealed the
game ended, people went over to him, and I heard it live.
Yeah.
They said, you did what you needed to do.
Yep.
You fell in the draft. There's only one way to respond,
Correct.
and it's
And that's
what he
ball.
did week 1.
He balled.
I'll let you talk about it because I don't need to.
No, listen, Eddie Casson was a big problem for us. He beat us on a blown coverage. He beat us on a touchdown. This kid is an absolute freak on both sides of the ball. He closed out the game for the other team when we were marching and could have punched in a win.
I mean, Eddie Casson. So besides for
Absolute stud. He closed out the game. He had this game-winning pick. I want to pull this up right now real quick. Check this out, Yoni. Look at this. Steps back. He got pressure. Throws it just and
He was
he
all
just
over.
jumped. No, I wouldn't say he's all over. I would say he did a great job
2
at jumping
touchdowns
around.
on a pick. I
He
mean,
he jumped around. I wouldn't say he was all over Buka on that play. I'd say he, it looked like a tight window. He tried stuffing it in there, and he pulled off a freak athlete move.
all right, look, let's end with this. Dolphins, contenders or pretenders?
For me personally, I think they're in the mid. I don't know yet. I want to give it one more week.
You still need another week. So
Yeah,
they-
because
they did
also
not
I
earn
was
their spot.
playing them. I don't have that visual perspective really. You know what I mean? Like I didn't get to see how I from what I've seen playing them. Their O line's a little bit. They're okay. They're gonna have a problem. Saying
It sounds like Josh doesn't know, and he
I
just
don't
got his
know.
butt handed to him. That's what it sounds like. Okay, moving on. Lions against
No,
the
I did not
Ravens.
get my butt handed to
you
me.
did.
No, I did not get my butt
Yes, you
handed to
did,
me. We
boy.
absolutely slayed. And next game, you're gonna
80
see
Acres
what's
Park.
up.
That drive home. How many of those drives did you walk home with a win?
One.
Thank you. Done. All right, Ravens Lions. We're going into the game. I feel like this
Yoni
game
loves
is.
taking jabs.
I gotta take the jab. I mean, you're setting yourself up. You can't be talking smack if
I
you
don't won
won
know.
one game
I
in
don't
80
know.
Acres Park.
I can't wait to talk
Honestly,
about your
Sam,
game.
change the location. Just change the location, Sam. All right,
Oh,
Lions
my
Ravens.
gosh.
Let's dive in. we had two teams that, honestly, if I had to say one line about this game, it's these are two teams who played exactly how we thought, who we thought they were. Ravens, Lions. So on one side of the ball, you had Ellie Siegel with his stacked Danny Masry, Isaac Gindy. I mean, everyone.
Who came late?
I mean,
Ellie, I don't know how he does this, bro. I mean, after the crap I gave him a toot last week, and I'm saying you don't show up, and he's the quarterback of that team, and he comes late week 1. I mean, come on.
You got to come on time. And you know what?
You got to come on time
you know
week
what?
1. You got to build that
perfect.
catch.
He wasn't perfect. when he
No,
got there.
but Shragi Spinrad, absolute stud, steps up in the pocket, has an amazing O-line as Victor, gives himself an absolute chance at coming out of the game just on fire. And I believe his first drive, if I'm not mistaken, was a pick. And from what I was told from Victor and other teammates, that he gathered the team in the huddle, he pulled everyone together, and he was like, yo, we got this. That's on me. Heads up. Next play mentality. The next down, like we say, right?
next down.
The next down. And next drive, this kid throws a 70-yard touchdown. Unfreaking real.
I mean, I
Unreal.
called Ellie Siegel. I called him, and as I was calling him, I was like, where the hell is this guy? I'm about to call him telling him that his team is down 7-0 to the Lions. As I'm in the middle of calling him, he goes, yo, what's going on? What's about the game? I'm like, your team is and as I said those words, like 80-yard bomb, touchdown.
Wow.
I'm like, you're tied, but get here. What are you doing?
Spinrad. Way to
He made
step
up. For it.
up.
Way to step up.
Way to step up. Love that.
I mean, a couple highlights I wanna put out here.
Let's do it.
Sultan's touchdown. I mean, this guy went beast mode. He mossed him.
Let me tell you something. For that little small guy right there, he got that swag, boy.
Yeah, I mean-
he got that attitude. He got that gangster mentality. Yo, those
Pretty crazy.
braces light up like diamonds. You know that he all about that swag. You know what I'm saying? He's like a little Brian Dawkins, like you already snow mentality. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, he's definitely Ellie Siegel's favorite target with 6 receptions, highest on the
You know,
team, and
I
it's
know,
not even close.
I know Ellie pretty well. I know Ellie probably would not like to put him in those situations just because, like, let's be honest, he's a little bit of a smaller guy.
Yeah.
Anybody a little older, taller than him, just disadvantage. But
came
the
down
way
with
he
it.
went over the top, boom!
I mean,
You gotta respect that little man.
we do. And
Put
that-
some respect on his name. Shee! No,
Sultan, you're earning it, boy. You're earning it.
earning it all right. I'm very impressed. That was an impressive highlight. What else do we have?
Probably the smoothest and nicest, like, this was like Swaggy Pete. Like,
Yeah.
the nicest and most swaggiest touchdown
Did
of
you
the
say-
week.
Oh, the nicest, most sad. Okay, agreed. I thought you were gonna say he's the nicest guy. I was
No,
like,
no,
whoa.
no. Danny Mastery's
Whoa!
could beep that out. Danny Mastery, that dude, a bopped up play. Let's roll the film. I mean, let's roll the film. Ball thrown. I mean,
Unreal.
how do you even put words into this? Ball thrown, knocked out, but then just.
He's like it's a shame.
I mean, come on, here's a slow mo. Boop, grabs it, and
Like,
just
look at
like,
that. Also,
and
he
just like looks,
one-handed,
down,
just
flips the
yeah,
ball.
just
Like, oh, that's nothing.
flicked it right out of the air.
Welcome back to the league, Danny Mastery.
Little-
We missed you. Boom.
Unreal. What a play. I would like to say that I feel like he's a lot more skilled than that, like, fluke catch type of thing. But
a skilled guy.
way to stay with it. Hand-eye
Concentration,
coordination.
everything.
Kids got it all.
Look, before the draft, I told Ellie Siegel, I said, I don't know how you
Unreal.
would pass on Danny Mastery. I think he's a clear-cut pick, and he did it, and it was wonderful. Moving
Unbelievable.
on with this game, I have one more
Unbelievable.
thing to say about the Ravens side of the ball, and that is someone who we will meet soon. The blocking on this team
That's
is
right.
Scava and
Vic.
Victor Cohen.
Victor Cohen.
The blocking on this, I mean, they played against Gluck and Jason. Sam, pull the film. So they played against Jason because Matti Weiss wasn't here, and we'll talk about that in a second. But Jason, Bick, and Gluck coming in on them, and they just straight up, they held them, like, very
Unreal.
nicely. But let's move on to the other side of the ball. Matti Weiss not showing up. Rookie move. I don't know the excuse.
I didn't hear anything about it. I just
I
knew
don't
that
know.
on game day I show up and he's not there, and I'm like, wow. We hyped this guy up. We gave
did.
him his props.
We did.
We gave him the respect he deserved. And does he show up? No, he does not. Another Matute.
You gotta show up Sundays. Hotscast, Matti Weiss, no show Sim. I'm calling Sim Fuchs, no show Sim. We had a fantasy football draft. I want to talk. Can we talk about the fantasy football draft?
Yeah, please.
Called for 6:45 p.m. Sim Fuchs.
Oh, wait. I just
hosted-
wait one second. I want to make it very clear.
Okay.
There has been guys who have been kicked out of this league year in and year out for just not showing up to the draft. Now continue.
Sim Fuchs, they called the draft at 6:45. I'm in this league. Joss is in this league. And 6:45 comes, and they're like, all right, guys, let's
Where's
start.
the host?
Where's the host?
Where's the host?
He's in his house. Sim Fuchs not there. They check calling him. Radio silent.
Silence.
They wait 20 minutes. Still nothing. And then I remember calling. I'm like, guys, it's getting late. Like, I have a million things to do tonight. And they're like, honestly, he's not answering his phone because he's probably 45 minutes out. I was like, wait, we got another hour? And No Show Sim rolls in. What time did he finally roll in?
I think like 8:30.
8:30. No Show Sim, do better. Freddie Bijou.
Also, big shout out. Yoni had to move that day and still pulled up. Well,
Yeah,
they didn't
I
pull
moved.
up, but he
I
moved. He
moved,
moved,
and I still was
and
on
he was
that
still on the
draft.
draft. So very impressive.
Yeah.
And you had a great draft.
I mean, look, I have
No,
a wife.
Kittle screwed him.
I have a wife that
Kittle
supports my
screwed him.
football. You know, I'm coming out for podcasts and stuff. Like, shout out to her.
Anyway,
So moving on here on the other side of the
Ravens.
ball.
No, let's just close it out. Ravens,
we went through.
Lions. No,
Lions. We didn't talk about the Lions. I want to talk 2 minutes about. I mean, we said a nice story, but 2 minutes right now on the Lions side of the ball. The Detroit Lions, Abramson, that team has no identity. They need to figure it out. Friedman is throwing hospital balls. He's throwing 50-mile-an-hour fastballs. Matut's not showing up past week 3. I have the over-under. Week 3 is his final week in this league if they don't fix their stuff. I don't see Matut staying in this league. It's ridiculous.
I want to pull up this fastball real quick from Freeman
Let's pull it up.
because this is absolute chaos. Just boom, a
And
bomb
Matut
from,
just
like,
drops it. It's
like-
on both of them. They
It's-
got to get their act together.
Well, Matut is known for catching balls like you know what. So you
yes,
know what I'm
sir.
saying. I don't know how he drops that, but at the same time, Mr. Freeman, if you're trying to go to the shooting range, we know of a spot not too far by. You could bring your gun. You could shoot as much as you want. But in this game, if you're going to throw a ball at 100 miles per hour, at least 3 feet from the guy in front of you, there has to be some type of communication that's coming because it's not happening.
I mean, Lions look lost, I'll be honest. I put a 20-point spread after the game. Everyone called me crazy and like, oh, it's going to be our motivation. But, like, come on, bro. You guys lost by, it wasn't 20, but it was pretty close to it. You have no identity. Friedman coming to the game looking like Swaggy P, but at the end of the day, like, you know, dude, you gotta show up. You're a rookie. You got to make a statement. And this is your fire. Come get it next week.
I want to just say, Mr. Freeman, I believe that you are capable of being a good quarterback in this league if you would communicate with your teammates, get on the phone with them, hop on the chat, say, what could we do better? Have that type of mentality. Keep on trying to push your guys forward. You are supposed to be the rock. You're the QB. Lead your team. I wish you much luck. Good luck, brother.
Wow. Josh playing the nice card here.
Have
I
no
love
choice. I got no choice.
Okay.
Got to give the kid a little love. He's coming in. The rookie doesn't know what he got.
It is true. By the way, you know what? Let's just talk about the rookies as a whole for a second. I want to just take a step back. Forget Shook because he's a story and category of his own.
He's unreal.
But aside, and we're going to talk about him. But aside for Shook, every rookie in this league, I don't think there was ever a week 1 where we walked out of week 1 and there was no rookie who like dominated. And every week 1, there was a rookie who dominated and like, whoa, this guy's a problem. You know,
Right.
This year, was there any rookie that you were like, whoa, this kid's the next future first, second rounder? Like Momo Levy last year. Like,
Right.
is there a guy like that this year?
I
you saw?
I would like to say that Jason Bick looked phenomenal.
He did.
He looked phenomenal.
I was
He came to ball. He subbed in did he sub in multiple games or only one?
this kid. I saw him. I saw him. the
All
first
I
game.
know is
Played 2
he was
games.
wearing that Lawrence Taylor jersey,
I loved
and
it.
I was like,
loved it.
"This kid's here to kill. He's here to snack, baby." And he did.
We're gonna go into that game.
He
when
did.
We're gonna go into that game.
He
This
puts his
kid.
body on the line.
He did. And
Hella
so,
respect.
So he definitely is probably the only rookie that I would say that. I mean, aside from Shook, and honestly, on Shook on offense, I didn't really see too much flashes. He made a couple good plays, but it wasn't like, damn, this guy is a alpha. He wasn't on offense, and it could be that. We'll get into that soon. Let's just go to the Vikings and LSU because that is a game that I can't wrap my head around it. I don't know what went on. How does the Vikings lose to LSU? And LSU without Cats and Sim Fuchs. They had Eddie Casson, but that's not Cats and Sim Fuchs combined. How did the Vikings lose this game? Josh, the floor is yours. Explain it to me. Enlighten me. I don't know.
One player.
Okay.
Even though you said that he's not on that team usually, I would say Eddie Casson was the game changer because he wasn't just the game. 1 second. He wasn't just the game changer in that game. He balled out throughout the whole entire day. Anybody who had him was almost guaranteed to win, in my opinion. He really stepped up. He stepped up. He balled out. He absolutely balled. And I'm not saying that Chotz would have done worse or Chotz is better. That's not the point. Eddie Cassin's day was week 1.
Eddie Cassin had an amazing game.
Eddie Cassin's day was week 1.
But you cannot tell me the LSU.
I think so.
You cannot tell me LSU is a better team with Eddie Cassin than they are with Chatz and Sim Fuchs.
Don't
so they're
know.
only better.
Don't know.
They're only better
Don't
than
know.
what they
It doesn't
they
matter.
were. Yeah,
That's
they
not
were.
that's not
Chatz
my
was
argument.
9
That's not my
overall.
argument. It doesn't
I don't
matter.
care. I
Doesn't
don't
matter. That's not the point.
Joss.
That's not the
Joss,
point.
you're fooling yourself.
No, that's
You're
not the
fooling
point. It had nothing to do whether they're better or
You
worse
can't
without the players. Eddie Cassin was on their team that game. He pulled out for them regardless of who's going to
Okay,
be
but
or
point
who's
is, the
not going to
Vikings-
be. He showed up for them in that week.
Okay, you know what? Let's
Period.
say they're the same team. Let's say Eddie Cassin can
Finito.
outplay- Let's say Eddie Cassin can
Yeah.
play like Chatz and Sim combined. How do the Vikings lose this game?
I don't know.
What went wrong? Is it
I don't
time-
know. I think
the
we gave him a
Vikings were
crazy
top
spread
three.
also, no?
Yeah, the
I
Vikings,
don't know how they lost.
The Vikings were a top 3
I
team.
don't know.
Go on
I
the
don't
power
know.
rankings. We were
I
like,
don't
this is
know.
like a top team.
Listen, Michael Penix didn't score a touchdown. I picked him to be Offensive Player of the Year. Come on, bro. Like, come on.
I mean, let's just read the stats real quick. Mo Doak with the lowest completion percentage. We went through Friedman saying how he was horrible, and I think he had 47% completions.
Stat sheet up, baby.
But Mo Doak, 44% completion passes. You got to do better, and I think he knows that. I think he puts this game on him. So yes, Pan, it's only
Listen,
has
I
4
call
catches,
Mo Captain Clutch. I think he'll be fine. They're just going to work out their kinks.
I mean,
That's what I think. I think they're going to be fine. They're going to work out their kinks.
So
There's
there you go.
Absolutely.
Is LSU that good?
no- I think they're going to be. No, I don't.
so you think it's just a fluke?
I think they had Eddie Cassin. That's what I told you.
guy, oh
I'm
my
telling
God,
you.
Eddie Cassin
I'm not,
glaze.
one second.
The
Time out.
Eddie Cassin
Time out. No.
glaze.
Put a timeout. Put a pause on that real quick. No, not Eddie Cassin glaze for glory.
You are glazing
This
the man.
week he played great. This week you got to give credit where credit's due.
But
The
you're
man
giving
showed
him
up.
credit.
Did he not show up? He showed up. That's it. He showed up in every game he played in. He was the.
I mean, speaking of
GOAT
Eddie
this
Cassin,
week.
let's just roll the game winner. Let's
Yeah.
just roll the game winner.
Pull it up, please. And you're like, what? The guy had the game winner. Did he not have the game winner?
He had the game winner, but
So
you're
who was the
missing.
difference?
Okay, I'm not even gonna talk about this. Eddie Cassin, he
Come
plays
on.
Sim Fuchs and Chatz. He played the same level as them. Fine.
He
LSU's
played
that
better.
good.
That's what I'm saying. No,
He didn't play better than both those guys combined on the football field. You're fooling
What's
yourself.
They weren't here this week. He was.
Here's the game winner. Here's the game winner. Let's pull
Let's
it.
pull it up,
Let's
baby.
pull it. Bernack takes the snap, drops back, rolls to his right, throws a weaver downfield, and Eddie
Just way to
Cassin,
go up
toe
and
tap,
get it.
beautiful, got
Way
it.
to go up and get it.
And that's the game winner. I mean,
Woo!
20-0.
Love
They were
it.
up in this game. LSU. I mean, honestly, Bernack played like Jameis Winston.
Yeah, bro. Dude, just straight up. The one thing I will say is that he doesn't do the whole whatever. but,
dubs.
But he does throw a lot of picks to touchdown ratio.
4
and that's what
touchdowns,
Jameis
3
Winston's
picks. This
known
guy was
for.
just heaving. They went up 20-0 to start this game. The Vikings came all the way back, and
They pulled up. They
They
pulled up.
pulled
Listen,
up.
they almost pulled off a crazy win. But like I said before, this week has got to go to Eddie Cassin.
I mean, Vic Abadie also. I mean, could we show that?
Yes.
Vic Abadie, nice, strong. This guy's a good addition to
I
this
want to
team.
just say
He's
something.
An underrated.
Very
young
underrated O line.
guy.
Very underrated O line. Very underrated O line. Unreal.
He had a
offensive line.
tough. I mean, I'm gonna show the film. I'm showing the film.
Please pull up the
He
film.
had a
Please pull up
tough,
the film.
a night like that's a respectable extra point.
Yeah.
All right, rolling it up right now. Bernack going for the extra point. Gets the snap. Holden had a nice amount of time actually. Not gonna lie. And then just slams it at him, and boom, almost getting tackled up. That's a nice play on Vic, and honestly, Vic, good job. The next thing and the mention that I'll give of this game, a rookie who actually did play good on the defensive side of the ball. Joseph Dweck, 2 interceptions. You get credit for that. I mean,
Unreal.
that's incredible. And one of them was
Pick
nice.
machine.
One of them
Pick
was
machine.
really nice. I actually have that video. I saved it. I said I want to have this up on the screen. I want to show it off.
Only right that we play that video.
Let's play that video right now. I mean, he didn't just get an interception. This man stole it and ripped it out of the air, and here it is. Bernack rolls to his right, throws it deep downfield to Eddie. He snatched. I mean, zoom it back a little bit now.
I didn't know he was.
Zoom it back
I
a
didn't
little
know
bit.
he was capable.
Zoom it back a little
I didn't know
bit.
he was capable.
And
boom.
snatch.
Snatch.
2 interceptions.
Give me the money. Show me the money.
Oh, I love it.
Let's
Joss is
go.
in his element right now.
No, but you can't make that up. Like, a great play is a great play. That was an unreal play. The kid's a freak. He showed up this week. Also,
You come in as a
just
rookie. You get 2 interceptions on your first DFL game. You get
way
credit.
to
I'll
show
bring
the
that up.
league and put the league on notice, buddy.
Boom.
Good job.
Game of the week.
Proud of you.
Chargers Bengals. It turned out to be a nail biter. I mean, that was honestly no one expected it to be a
Non-factor. Non-factor.
You know what? I'll take that any day of the week because this year I made that decision. I'm not looking to rack up stats. I'm here to do one thing. I'm here to be useful. Oh, this guy's mad that he went back from 80 Acre Park with a win one time. He's upset. He's angry. I'm gonna talk about the game, and then you could go all in on me.
This is a new season, and I'm just
I don't
curious
care.
if you went home with a dub or a loss this week.
I came home with a loss on Sunday, and guess what? Guess what?
You talking out of both sides of your mouth, boy.
I was pissed. I'm angry. I did not sleep. I did not work. I did not do nothing. I am ready and I am hungry. And guess what? My whole team is. This was a team where we're trying to get a practice in, and look, it's a bunch of rookies.
Get a load of this.
Rookies on this team are hungry, and we are going to come out strong. That's all I could tell you. I'm not going to go swear in here that, hey, we're going to be... No, we're hungry. We're going to come back stronger from this. That's what I'm going to say about this game. And guess what? On the defensive side, I think the Chargers put a show on where they could be... holding the
20th
Bengals,
overall
holding
pick.
the Bengals, holding Shook, holding Momo Levy.
They could have gotten
Get out of here.
and they took Yoni.
Okay.
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. But I just funny.
Momo Levy.
This guy's
Momo
like,
Levy.
yo. No.
Momo
Cut that
Levy.
shit. We
No.
all in the
No.
same boat
No.
over here.
Okay, I'm
Both
moving on.
L's. I
I'm
want to
moving on.
hear it.
I'm an L, but you know what? I didn't walk out.
New
my record's
season.
My
New
record's now
season.
1-8. All right.
New
Okay. New
season.
season. We're both 0-1. We'll shake on that right now. Thank you, sir. You're going 0-2 this week. We'll talk about that later. All right. Here we go. We got right now. I want to just say Dubin Island. I'm calling it Dubin Island. Momo Levy was a non-factor. He locked him up. Dubin's defense is incredible. This man, look, in the past, I always gave this man shit about his offense. I'm here to talk about this man's defense. This man locks down number one players. Momo Levy, he not locked him down. And we have a play, gorgeous highlight reel interception. Did you see it?
Yes, I did.
I'm
It was
showing
right
it
in front
right
of my face, and wait, before we show it, I just want to say, Dubin, acrobatic catch. Wait, and I'll let that ball drop on the floor, brother. That was insane.
Roll the film,
Wanted to
show
roll
me.
the film.
Rolling to his
Film.
right, those across his body, flipped, and Dubin
Just
slowed
rolls
down.
over.
Wait for the slow-mo on
Just
this.
rolls over.
One hand,
scoops it
secure.
in,
Like,
and just secures the
beautiful.
ball and makes sure the ball doesn't hit the ground. And you got to give him an immense amount of credit for that type of play. Dubin Island, love it. Love the Darrelle Revis comparison in this league. Huge fan of that. Love it.
So on the defensive
I
side of the
will
ball,
s-
on the defensive side of the ball
Okay,
with the
I'm gonna let you
Chargers,
talk.
I'm going to talk
I'm
about
gonna
my
let you
team because I
talk.
want to talk about it. On the
That's
defensive
fair.
side, I think we showed why we are a great defensive team. On the offense, we have a lot to prove, and we're working on it. That's all I could say. I'm not going to go spoil anything else. We're working on it. This team is going to go as far as Noah Hakeem is going to take us, and he could take us far. This guy's ceiling is a Zachy Citronelli Seagull. But on the flip side, he has a low floor. He's got to get working. He's got to be in the film room. He's got to be studying, and he has to learn the DFL. This man is now making faces, and I'm going to let him talk.
I'm sorry. Did you just compare Noah Hakeem to Ellie Siegel and Zach Casson? Are you out of your mind?
My boy is my boy.
I'm sorry. It's only because you're on his team where you're going to
Hey, look,
make
I'm not
that
gonna
a
say it.
argument.
Yeah, 100%.
But between me and you, I put Doak in front of him. I put Ellie Burnack in
Doak,
front of him.
44% Doak?
Let me just tell you something. I may even put Mr. Freeman in front of him at the way he
stop.
played. Absolute trash, this kid coming in, yapping. Pretty sure he's making fun of me before the game with my little dance from me and Shook's highlight from last week. I know, he came with a little swag. Got to give it to him. Very confident. Unfortunately, this is not a running league. Like I said last week, this is not a running league. And if you're going to come to run, you're in the wrong freaking position, my friend. Play running back or receiver because that's the only place you should be running. Quarterback's got to be able to throw the ball, jump passes. He threw one touchdown on a jump pass and threw a pick on another jump pass.
I mean,
absolute joke. What quarterback, unless you're Patrick Mahomes, flinging it sidearm in between players and the ball curves like this, like you're throwing a pitch.
Okay.
There's no reason for you jump passing. Everybody knows. Feet on the ground. Stay grounded. You're much more accurate that way. Tell me I'm wrong.
We have a lot to prove. I'm going to leave it at that. We have a lot going on in this game.
That's
We have
what
to
I
finish
thought.
up here.
Mr. Hakeem, I expect you to really, really prove
he
me
will.
wrong
And he
because
will.
as of what I've seen as of right now,
Nothing.
Nishgit, my friend.
Look,
he's no bueno.
I'm just gonna
Go
roll
back
through
to the
this.
drawing board.
I'm-
Think of how you're going to run the team. Hold your cool. Hold your cool. Listen, you're going to get sacked by Shook. Don't be screaming on him when your freaking flag's 5 yards down the field. Jeez.
Look, let me just
Moving
finish up. We
on.
got to move on. There's so much to talk about this game, and I just want to. I'm just going to put a
Absolute
couple of bullet
gross.
points. Shook had 4 sacks in this game. He was an animal on the line. I will pull up the film in a second. I do want to say that Elliot Shemesh, if you didn't know, had fever. Do you know how much?
I don't think that had anything to do with
Elliot Shemesh had 102 fever. He came to that game, and when he was on the field for the first
by the way,
3 quarters,
respect.
for the first,
Respectful
I know
for
everyone's
showing
making
up.
fun of him. For the first 3 quarters of that game, the first half and halfway into the second half, this man was playing, and Shook only had 1 sack. He did his job and his responsibility. When it came to, after that, Gruskin, who, by the way, Gruskin played both sides of the ball. This man played his heart out. You can't expect Gruskin to have stamina in the 4th quarter on both sides of the ball after playing a full game. And that's when Shook got 3 straight sacks. So I'm not going to say that Shook played insane. This guy was an animal on the line. He is a weapon.
I want to pull up.
He's an animal.
You're saying Shemesh when he was in the game was a little bit better.
He obliterated
I want
him.
to
We can
pull
show
this
that
up
play.
right now.
Let's play it.
I want
Let's play it.
to show you this
Let's play it.
right now. This is
Second
by far
down.
the
Hakeem.
most- This is the most insane thing I've ever seen.
Look,
This is the most insane thing I've ever seen. I am sorry. I have not yet to see a guy who's that big get moved one-handed like that.
No one's gonna say-
in one motion.
he
got
did his
thrown
job.
to
He
the
gave
floor.
up 1 sack. I'm gonna give the man his flowers. I'm also giving
It's not
Shook
about
his
giving him a
flowers.
sack. It's
I'm
just-
giving Shook. I'm giving him his props. The guy was an animal.
Did he come down on a 2 like in that corner? That catch was nice.
Look, that was nice.
I saw that. I thought that was in.
I just think that
I know you thought that was out, by the way.
No,
I thought that was in.
if it was 2 feet in, it would have been the first foot did land in bounds. It's
Thank you.
in
It's
a game.
clear,
I'm always
it's
gonna
clear
say it's
as day.
clear.
It's clear
In a
as
game, I'm always gonna be like, oh, you want to get the call, but it's not gonna happen. Just this game overall, I think the Bengals have an explosive offense, which now everyone's questioning because of what the Chargers did, but they are explosive. I think the Chargers just have to get credit for their defense, and the Bengals defense, was that for real, or is the Chargers offense just that bad?
I think that's the highlight of that. Like that's how you synopse that game is that those questions, right? Like were you guys
The
as
Chargers
the
defense-
Chargers really like that bad, or were they just that good?
I'm talking
yeah.
about when the Bengals were playing defense.
Yeah.
Is Shook really leading a sick defense?
Yes, he is.
I disagree, but we're going to continue that. I think the
I
Chargers.
think-
I'm not saying the Chargers are that bad. I think the Chargers we're going to work on it. We're going to come prep, but I think we're going to destroy
I'm just
that team
saying
next time we
it's
see
both.
them.
But I just wanted like to really like. I think this is important. Just a point of emphasis. When you're doing a one-man rush with a Shook or with a Bick, you're limiting them to the capability if you do a 2-man rush, and that pressure just is that much worse, and they're going to get much more sacks.
Right.
And I think that for both of them, for both you guys, on your defense, on the Chargers, and on the Bengals defense, if you guys decide to throw an element of a 3-man or a 2-man rush, mix it up a little bit, you'll see a lot more. I think the defense will step up.
Definitely noted.
tremendously.
Look, we'll end this game talking about how the ending of this game went. Controversial ending. Let's just say the storyline here. 14-7. Shook talked so much smack on the drive before because he got a big sack, and then Noah Hakeem picks off the ball. Noah Hakeem made the pick. He was talking to Noah Hakeem. Noah Hakeem went and picked it off.
He took it back.
And then we went down the field. We drove down the field with 1 play left. Bick gets down at the 1-yard line, the 1-inch line, the 1-hair line with no time left. Was he down? There was no line judge, and that's why Sam just said before that he wants to have, someone on the line, the second ref on the line, to be able to see that. But look at the video. I mean, let's pull it up and let's watch it full, and then let's watch it in slow mo. Okay, here's the regular.
There's the grab.
Dive in. I can't really see what happens, but now let's slow it down. Bick extends that
He's
ball.
full body extended.
He's full. This
He
guy's
is
Superman.
flat like a freaking plane.
He's Superman.
No, he's
And-
like a plank. He's just
Straight up, and the ball was in. I was there. That ball was in. But you know what? You're not going to call that. And guess what? Because the ref said this over that, I'm sitting here with an L. And you know what? I'm going to take it because we should win. We got to win, and that's it. Done.
Yeah.
Now that we recapped all the games, we have a new thing in this show that we want to go through. I'm going to say play of the week, player of the week, and then the Shaq and the Fool moment of the week.
Let's do it,
I'm
baby.
letting you answer all of these.
Okay.
Okay. Play of the week, what you got?
Play of the week is going to be, in my opinion, and I think you agree with me, is going to be Danny M.
Wow.
Danny M and the Ravens.
happy,
That
not Swaggy P.
one-handed snag.
Let's play it. Roll it again. Roll it again.
that
It's
shit
just so
back
nice.
up, baby. I
It's
love me
so
some
nice.
good football.
It's so
love me
nice.
some good football.
Just a good defensive play. You think it's over.
Unreal.
Concentration. Boop.
Way to stay with it. I mean, like
Grabs
in the NFL, we had like in the I think it was the Cleveland Browns this week. There's something similar where like that deflection type of thing happened. These things happen. The players that show up and actually stick with the hand-eye coordination and come down with the ball and actually make a play for their team, got to give them props. In my opinion, Danny M had the play. of the
Danny,
week.
welcome back.
Way to do it. brother.
Welcome freaking back to
Way
DFL.
to do it, brother.
Welcome back to DFL
Hey.
football. Okay.
Love it.
Player of the week. I'm letting it go for you. Say it. You love this man.
I
You've been
got- no, 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 no,
glazing
no,
him
no,
all
no, no.
night.
He
You've
gets
been
glazed this
glazing
week.
him all night.
He gets glazed this week,
Well,
specifically
glazing
this
for
week.
me.
Give me Eddie Casson, baby! Woo! What a beast!
Eddie Casson, you earned it.
Played multiple games, and showed up in every single one of them. Got to give the man credit for this week. Eddie Casson is my pick and our pick.
Player of the week in which
On
game?
the
If you have to
next
say
down.
he's the player of the week in which game would you even say he was the player? Would he
I
won
would say,
player of the week
no,
in
I would
both
say
games?
against us, against
you?
the Diggy Demons. Yeah,
Could he be
no,
one player of the week in both games?
Yeah, no, he could.
He really
No,
could've.
He really could have. He was unreal. So I
Insane.
got to give that to Eddie Casson. Absolute stud. Way to pull it off, brother. Way to come out week 1 and show everybody what it's about.
I know you got grilled last week on the pod. I feel bad. But you might get grilled again. Shacked the Fool, moment of the week.
Matoot!
I mean,
Matoot me this! Drop.
Matoot me this. Where's the hands that we spoke about?
I don't know. They weren't there.
I mean, Mr. Friedman, no excuses for throwing a ball 80 mile an hour
an
on
hour,
a 5-yard curl.
Yeah,
But it's on both of them. Lions, what are we doing? What are we doing?
Listen, I had a chat with Yossi Abramson after the game.
Okay.
He's the coach, and he's the ref. He's the coach. He's the ref. He is that team. He is the leader of that team. And I think there was a little frustration after the game where no one was speaking up. No one was putting their players, pulling guys off, doing what they had to do to get them to, take control, I guess you would say. And I spoke to him. He's very well aware of the situation. He is going to make adjustments next week. He's going to have a talk with his team. And I know that he is going to put it together. I think that I would say the Lions are looking like last year's Colts, sort of.
It's a fair comparison. They have talent. They have individual talent.
But overall, it's on Ari Freeman. You got to hit up your team. You got to make something happen, brother.
Let's move on to the final part of the show. Game of the week. The incoming games of the week. I mean, starting off, and let's just make sure his mic is fresh. Give me a second. Yeah, all right. We got the Demons against LSU. Josh, talk about it. Are you going 0-2? Are you being 1-1?
We are going to be 1-1. Guaranteed 100%. You heard it here first. 1-1. No other way about it. I'm coming to kill. Heads on pikes. No jokes.
If this
Woo!
team loses, Joslit next week has to wear an LSU jersey to the pod. Shake.
Deal. I'm that
Oh,
confident.
baby!
I am that confident.
Oh!
Let's go. On top of that, I would like to add also that I forgot what I was going to say.
I love it. I mean, if you're talking about your Demons winning LSU, who just put on a show, and you're that confident that they
No,
just
I
beat
am
the
100%
Vikings.
confident
They
that
just
we're walking away with
destroyed
the
the
dub.
Vikings. This man's
I
confident.
could not care less. The Vikings have nothing on the Demons either. We're coming in hot. I'm coming here to kill.
You got
that's
burnout.
what I wanted to say. Bro, there's a mad amounts of copycats of me this year. There's mad amounts of copycats. I hear guys screaming from other sides. I'm like, bro, where am I? I'm like, am I hearing myself? What the heck's
I mean,
going
maybe
on?
Joss was calling Jocelyn, maybe JP and Jay, whatever.
Oh my
But
God.
LSU
What
and
a
the
way to see
Demons.
it. Great week, but yes.
It's going to be a good game.
We're
We
gonna
have
win.
the debut.
We are gonna win, baby! Woo!
I'm glad you're confident. So you're going to give yourself how much you winning by? Give me the spread.
Oh, I'm gonna give myself 20 points spread.
Demons by 20. I'm going to go LSU -3. This team showed out against the Vikings this week. They also have a upgrade, I think. I mean, no, Eddie Casson balled out. We're not taking away from Eddie Casson, but Eddie Casson over Sim and Cats making their debut. I think no-show Sim and Cats show up.
Can
He's
I
better than
tell
Eddie
you-
Casson. Hold on, I don't want to hear it. I
I just want to give 30 seconds.
They are going to beat the Demons. The Demons will be 0-2. Jossa will be here in an LSU jersey next week. If not, week 3 breakfast is sponsored by me.
Deal.
Done.
Wait, did that real quick though? Just
No more real quick. I
No,
wanna
no, no,
move
no,
on.
I just want to say real quick. Why are we going to win next week? Why are we going to win next week? For one simple reason. Next week is going to be their first week playing together, and they don't got that chemistry. They missed out on week 1. We got that chemistry. We're coming in hot next. Move
That's
it.
a fair
Keep it a
point.
move. Keep
That's
it
a fair
moving.
point.
Keep it moving, baby.
Dolphins, Lions.
Come
I
on,
mean,
Yoni. Sorry.
this is why we need Joss.
Woo!
Dolphins, Lions. I mean, look, the Dolphins, I still think have a lot to prove.
Coin flip,
And
in my opinion.
the Dolphins are going to win this game. They're going to win it by, I'm going to give them 15. They're winning by 15. I don't want to hear your stuff now. Give me a second. Dolphins are winning this game by 15 points. -15. I said that 10 times. I'm going to say it again. -15. Okay? I don't see a way that the Lions are going to be stopping them. I don't think they have an answer. I think they are a wreck. And I don't think the Dolphins are going to be as good as advertised, being 2-0 in the standings. So I think that they're going to win, but I don't think that everyone's going to be like, oh, the Dolphins are 2-0. They're going to be a good team, but I don't think they are I still think they have a lot to prove. I'm not going to say they're bad. I still think they have more to prove than that 2-0 team. But the Lions, you can now say what your opinion is on this game. I have Dolphins minus 15.
I think it comes down to one person, and that's Ari Freeman.
Well, if it comes down to him, do we have a Dolphins win?
No.
You think this man is going to prove it?
I think if they get Matthew Weiss in the mix this week, things could definitely change. And I would love to see how it plays out. I think that the Dolphins. Listen, I played the Dolphins. They're a great team. I got to give it to you. I also agree they are definitely have the upper hand. I don't know if minus 15 is the right call.
Give me the spread.
I would say minus 7.
Okay, so you're going Dolphins minus 7.
Yeah, I'll probably touchdown.
That's fair. I'm not putting this team on the upset alert.
That's what I think. I mean, like overall, the Dolphins were great. I think that, like I said earlier, they played their best football. This is going to be them throughout the whole season. I don't think they're going to be anything better or anything worse. I think this is exactly what you saw this week is what you're going to get. If the Lions came out and continue playing the way they played, they're definitely for sure going to lose this game. If you get Matthew Weiss back in the mix and Ari Freeman steps up his game and sits down with Yossi and they go through it and they try to come up with some type of game plan going into the week, be smart. Jeez, treat this thing with some respect. Don't just show up and be like, okay, we're going to do this. That don't work. It doesn't work. Ever.
I'm excited for one matchup in this game. It's going to be Matthew Weiss against Eddie Casson.
Yes,
I think that's going to be
incredible
matchup. Agreed. Moving on is going to be the Chargers and Vikings. This is two teams that are 0-1, two teams that are hungry. You have me and my team, okay? I'm hungry. I am hungry. I'm telling you the Chargers are hungry. Every person on this team is starving. Starving.
As the commish says. Jason Bick!
There we go.
I'm telling you right now, he's the reason why I'm taking the Chargers.
You're taking the Chargers over the Vikings?
I am taking the Chargers over the Vikings.
I mean, let's just get into the game first. I don't even know if I think that the Dolphins
You're going to be surprised by this.
Okay.
Chargers over the Vikings minus 20. I know.
I mean, thank you.
It's happening.
I appreciate it. I'm not going to say it.
This has nothing to do with giving you credit. Don't you dare take this like, oh, thank you so much for giving me credit. Nothing of that call had to do with you. That's all Jason Babbitt.
I love it.
Out of here.
Look, I know Joslit loves to talk about himself and how good their team's going to play like he did with the Demons. I'm not going to say that with myself.
He's an idiot. No belief.
I have the belief. I have the belief. I think that we're going to win this game. But I do think that, look, before I even finish my sentence from before, the Vikings are also a hungry team. Panitz is probably watching every snap and rewinding it and watching it again Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday this week. Okay? This man is coming prepared. I know that we are going to have a battle. I don't think
you give Panitz a compliment?
I did. Panitz he's a prepared kid, and I also think another Panitz compliment. I think he stepped up. Someone told me today actually. They're like, but Panitz doesn't have defense. I'm giving him his flowers. He stepped up his defense. Year 1, he did not, and if he says he did, I'll argue with him and I'll say he sucked. Year 2, he started figuring out a little bit.
I'm getting real nachas from this, by the way.
But year 3,
this is a beautiful thing.
Panitz,
this is a beautiful thing.
I think Panitz is ready. I think he's ready. That being said, I think we're going to upset the Vikings, but I think the Vikings are favored in this game minus 2.5. I think it's going to be a nail-biter, and this honestly should have been Game of the Week if it wasn't for the craziest matchup, which is coming up, and we got to talk about it.
I want to just say one more thing.
Okay.
And that is, I believe this Chargers game also falls on one other person on the Chargers, and that is you, buddy. If Yoni don't show up, they for sure losing. That's just what I'll tell you right there.
When you just say showing up, what do you mean by showing up?
I want your defense. I want your pick
sixes.
The
defense was there. Week 1, I'm not saying
you're my pick six machine. If you don't get me a pick 6, you weren't there. I don't care if you get an interception. If you don't get me a pick 6, you weren't there.
I will do everything I can to get you a pick 6.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much.
I will say one thing, and I wanted to say this about the Chargers team. The identity of the Chargers, the defense of this team, it's not one person. When I say we balled on defense,
Coach Yoni.
Every single guy, Jason Bick on the line allowed us to play the things that we were doing. Gruskin playing for Nalo in the zone. We played a zone, Gruskin in the zone, and he held up. We made the Bengals. The Bengals were our top offensive team. On the chalkboard show, okay, that was okay, they had them as an A+, and they had us as like a D. I'm sorry, buddy. We just kept up with them, okay? I'm moving on from this game. Moving on to the Bengals and the Ravens. Game of the week.
Game of the week, and I'd like to call our guest of our first live guest on the pod, the O-line, The greatest O-line of DFL history.
Vic and a Bic.
Let me get that. Victor Cohen with Jason B. What's up, Vic?
Welcome to the show.
Good,
baby.
brother.
Thank you for coming.
Let's go.
I mean, first
Wow.
things first. How do you like the pod? How's the next down?
How we doing?
Very high quality production. I've never seen anything like this up close.
Big shout out to
Very,
Keys.
very,
Big
very
shout out to Jake.
beautiful
Sad
things
Boy
going on.
Production. This is how we do.
It's
Yoni
honestly
and
incredible.
Joslit are much more professional than I thought they would be. Very, very interesting to watch this go down.
Thank you. Vic.
You know, they're talking.
Just
about,
wait for the
like,
drop of this episode.
Yeah, they're talking about the camera angles of this, the that. How they got to cut out cursing because you know they're
we
getting
gotta.
this close
We
to
didn't
whatever.
curse. There's a beat. Prove it. All right, I have a question for you. First of all, welcome to the pod.
Yes, it's great to have you, Vic.
You guys had an incredible. We recapped your game already, so
Yes.
I just want to lay this out on the table for you, and then I'm gonna just hit pause and let you talk. You guys are playing the Bengals. I'm just gonna lay out this game. You guys looked complete. You had Isaac Indy. You guys had. I mean, every guy on the team. Every guy. I could go through every single guy in your roster. Every single guy was a humongous part. And then you have the Cincinnati Bengals. You got Momo Levy. I mean, you got the Ellie Siegel lost to Shimmy in the Super Bowl. That's a big. I mean, Ellie Siegel is he a little tingly going into this game?
I don't think so.
I think he's going to be confident. He's just
he's
at the end of
locked
the day, he's going to be locked in. But
How do you feel
the
about
story
him
is
showing up
there.
late, though?
What do you
That's,
think?
One second. I want to know about that real quick.
What
do you think about your captain, your QB showing up late to the game?
Honestly, I think it showed a lot of resolve from all of us. And Ellie,
Ooh,
He-
way to
it-
turn it.
Don't turn it on the team. I want to know what do you
No,
think about
he's-
Ellie
I agree.
Siegel?
I like that.
I've been with Ellie ever since I started in this league.
Okay.
Very, very good captain. Even when that happened, he was still texting us the defense. He was still telling us trust and spin rad.
Awesome. I
Get
love
it.
that.
He
you
was
know.
involved.
I
Yeah.
love that.
He's
He was
involved from behind the
completely involved.
scenes.
I love that.
As I'm hearing now, he called Yoni. He was very involved up until the moment he arrived. And even before that, we were still winning.
Yes.
Things
Yeah.
were still going
Spin
well.
Rat played great.
Spinrad did play great.
He played
and
great.
I really wish we were able to capture that video of that 75-yard bomb of a touchdown. It was insane.
Yeah.
It
He
was
told
insane.
us in the huddle, look, I got this idea. We got to do this. And we went out, ran the play, touchdown. Insane.
I
Really,
love
really well
that.
done.
That's confidence.
Yo, maybe
That's
this guy. Maybe this guy
confidence.
could be
Week
on the
one-
trade radar in a
Maybe.
few weeks
You never know.
for a QB.
You
if-
never
if
know.
something's
That's
not working
actually
out.
a great call.
And that's why Siegel took him. No question.
I'm pretty sure he was like a.
All right, look,
I don't
Vic.
think he
Tell me
guys-
about this game. Tell me
Just
about.
one more point on Spinrad.
Okay.
Yeah.
He also stepped up in another big way because originally our team drafted Charles Sultan.
Right, correct. And that's what I was saying, that Charles Sultan backed out and Spin Rat stepped
Spinrad
up.
stepped.
Great reason.
Correct.
He did.
Very, very good player. Very happy to meet him. I met him on Sunday.
First
Very
time?
good guy. Yeah.
Great guy, no?
He definitely looked like a
Shroggy's
great
a
kid.
great guy.
He definitely looked
Yeah.
like a great kid.
Great kid. Great kid. Played with him in a lot of pickup games. Good attitude. Like you said, he's very confident in the huddle. And I like
I'm not
how
gonna
he
lie,
did
I really
that.
hope we keep him. I really like him.
Here.
All right.
Okay.
I like that. Sounds
Call
like
it
we
a
have
handcuff?
What?
Call it a handcuff?
It's a handcuff.
Like, you don't want to let him go? No?
yeah, no, I would take that. Yeah.
Yeah,
All right, let's just
Oh,
pass
there
that.
you
Roll
go.
it down. Here we go.
Moving on!
Bengals Ravens game of the week. You are the game of the week. We just broke it down for you. You have everything lined up. I mean, you have Mumble Levy, you have Shook, you have how you guys. What's your plan? What are you guys doing? What do you think? What's your thoughts? Talk to me, baby.
I can tell you my thoughts specifically. Week one, after watching the Shook Shamish matchup, as an O-line, watching other O-lines and D-lines go up is always very interesting. I will tell you, I did think that Shamish did a very good job. Even in that clip you showed. I would like
Of him
to
getting
Shout out to
ran
my
over?
boy
Yes,
on
I would like to
102
point out one
Fever.
thing.
Yes.
Shook did not get to the QB on that play.
No, he did not.
Did not happen.
No.
An O-line's job is
It's,
always to get in front of the D-line.
Put your body on the line.
Now, granted, sometimes mishaps happen and sometimes it looks bad on camera.
Correct.
He didn't get to the QB.
I think I agree with you on
It's
that
happened
point.
to me. I've fallen
Hey, Shook Daddy.
on myself.
Could you teach Vic
more
a
than
lesson
once,
this week?
But
Shook Daddy.
it just is what it is.
Shook
Correct.
Daddy.
Correct.
You're lining up against this man. Teach him a lesson.
I think that you would also.
He just said you're
agree with me.
overrated from week
I
one.
did not.
That's
say
not what he
that.
said.
okay.
I think
Ah,
you
we
would
gotta juice it up a
also
little.
agree with me that my point wasn't that he was getting to the quarterback on that play. I think my point was that he's a physical specimen, that he was able to move a guy that size, that
Agreed.
big,
That is
that
really
quickly.
impressive.
That he was able one hand just throw him over
Yeah.
like the guy
He's
was
an
a
animal.
paper tower, like just went coming down
Is
like a
Shook
pile of
Week
sticks.
one has shown that he's a very strong individual.
Correct.
That is very true. I'm looking forward to facing off against him.
I know you. By the way,
I'm very.
Are you
interested.
scared
no.
going into that game?
I know
I'm
you're not
excited.
scared. He's
It's
pumped.
great.
Excited.
Vic.
Do you
is
think
one
you're
of my
gonna hold
favorite
him?
guys.
Happen.
Does Shook have more than 2 sacks?
It is my job to make sure that.
Stop
doesn't
talking like a politician, man.
I'm in
Does
law
Shook
school.
have,
What do you want from
does
me?
Shook have 2 sacks on Sunday? Say no. Be
Look,
confident.
I don't think he will.
Okay, good. Does he have
My
1 sack?
job to make sure he doesn't. No, I don't think he will.
No sacks.
I'm gonna make sure he won't.
That's right.
That's my
Hey,
job.
Daddy Shook. You got your matchup. We got the
just-
words.
my job.
I mean, he said it in the
I
cleanest way
love the
possible. It's hard
confidence.
to you have to have that confidence. And you know what?
Yeah,
Honestly,
you have no choice.
I did give you credit earlier on the show. You and Escava did an incredible job on Gluck and Jason Big.
Yo, there's a
Who was
video.
someone from
Did we
West?
show that video of Gluck? Of you blocking Gluck like an absolute beast this week?
Do we got that? We have that?
It's a
We
nice
do
video,
have it.
but
I would like to put it up.
Let's put it up right
Let's
now.
put it up right
I
now.
mean-
we're gonna put that. We're gonna put it up.
We'll get it
right.
up
We're
now.
gonna put it up right now.
Look
Look
this
at you
block.
go. Look
1,
at you
2.
go.
Yo, I could count like 1 Mississippi,
there are-
2
all
there are
day.
Mississippi.
two
All day.
things.
Damn.
And
There are
Gluck
two
is
things.
a beast.
Damn.
There are two
Gluck
things
is
I'd like
a
to say about
beast.
that video because the issue is with that video is it doesn't tell the full story.
Mm.
Video shows Gluck initially sort of waiting and then rushing in. What he's doing on those plays is he's waiting for the run from Ellie, and he's trying to cut off a lane. So, well, I'd like to give myself full credit for it. The truth
Oh,
is,
come
No,
on.
no, no, no,
This
no.
guy-
We're not
No,
gonna do this.
No,
No, no, no, no.
I will cut that out
I'm
if I
gonna-
need to.
I
You
wanna-
get credit.
I'm not
After
gonna
that
replay
play,
that video, but I
Jake
will
is
say
an
this.
amazing player. I
You
don't know if you guys...
agreed. I'm
He
not
was an
saying
incredible player. That's
Yeah,
why it's
one
more
thing
incredible that you held him up.
Hold up, Vic.
That's very
One
nice.
thing got
Stop.
nothing to do with the other. One thing got nothing to do with the other. Let's give you your flowers. On that specific play, Gluck being who he is, he's a dominant force.
He is.
You stood with him. You put your hands in his chest. You put him back, and you said not today, brother. Now you want to say on other plays, he's great, he's this. Agreed. No one's taking away his credit. He's an unbelievable player.
Thank you.
You were able to stand in there and held up on your own, and that was extremely impressive. I personally, knowing me, and I think I am a solid O-lineman, tight end, whatever you want to call me, whatever fraction you want to put me in at whatever point of the game. Overall, I know that I have a hard time with a guy like that, and watching that is just another testament to why you are one of the best linemen in the league. It is what it is.
It's pretty
That's all
incredible.
very kind of you.
It's pretty
Yeah, I
incredible.
got you, brother. Way to
There
get
you
it
go.
done. Way to
mean,
get it done, Vic.
Vic, I remember watching your game. I was like so impressed one play, and then after the play, I heard Siegel scream, "Good block!" Like he was hyped. He was hyped. Like you saw it.
Ellie
the
loves
blocking.
his good old lineman.
And I'm not the guy to give compliments, all right? And like anything else, I'm gonna tell you, you suck and you're trash. But for this moment, I'm telling you that was incredible blocking, and you deserve it.
You know,
Appreciate that.
at
Thank
the
you.
draft, I believe you played O-line for him before in
Yeah.
DFL.
Yeah.
So at the draft, he was super psyched that he was able to get you there. Like, I know that for a fact. He was like, my guy. Like, we've done this before, we'll do it again. Like,
That's
he's
awesome.
very, very confident in you, and I know he's very happy about this.
I mean, I want to give a stat here. Vic
Ooh.
and Ellie Siegel have never lost a DFL football game together.
That is
Wow.
true. That is true. Our first season, we went undefeated.
Unreal.
And then this season, the second time we're playing together, we're 1-0.
Want to know?
And we're gonna
Another
keep it
underrated
that way,
stat
by
is
the way.
Danny Massery just got his first win since 2022 in DFL.
That's a crazy stat.
That's
That
a
is
crazy stat. Guy went winless on Carolina.
Part of the mishaps on the Carolina Panthers.
Yeah.
And then he took a year off, and yeah. that
Yeah,
last
sometimes
game
you
was
need
the
that
snow
year
game.
off.
It was the
Sometimes
snow
you need
game.
that year off.
But that kid showed out. Welcome back party for him.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm excited. Just give me your thoughts on the ending of this game. Who's walking out with the dub, and how are they going to be doing it?
So we're going to be walking out. We're going to, I would say this.
Blowout fashion. Give me the minus. Minus what?
Bengals are a very strong team,
Oh, here he goes.
but I think we win by at least 2 scores.
Ooh.
I would say this.
Zoom in.
I would
zoom
say
in.
this.
And say that again. Bengals are what?
Bengals are a very strong team, but I believe we come out of this at least up 2 scores.
Wow. What a statement.
Here's the thing.
What a statement.
I love it. This is the most
Post-draft
trash he spoke all night.
analysis on our team was that we can't play defense. That is not true. We could very much play defense. I think we showed it this past week, and we're going to continue showing it in the weeks to come. I believe you laid out a very good blueprint on how to stop the Bengals, and hopefully some of us are going to be taking notes on that and
He
putting
gave
it
you
to
the
the
credit,
test.
by the way, Yoni.
I thank you, sir.
Yeah, I did. I subtly gave
Yo,
you
there
a
are
credit.
Israel leagues right now running the
Little
Yoni
bit.
2022 defense. Like, you guys stop it. Stop copying my stuff, man. I work hard for these defenses. That defense on Sunday was
I'm pretty sure every
crazy
defense
concept.
he got was from
Crazy
CZ
concept. No one ever
was
did that
from
before,
CZS.
and no one even knows what we did. Okay, what's CZS?
I said I'm pretty sure every defense you ever made up came from.
No, this
CZS
week
first.
I went into the room, I locked myself, and I just thought about how we're
What
stopping
was
them
the
week
game
one.
plan though? Was it like just
I'm
whatever
not
you do,
telling
just
you.
slap Shook's
I'm
hands
not
down,
telling you.
just
No, I'm
pull
not
him
telling
on
you what we
every,
did.
just whatever you do, let it go.
I'm not
Fly
telling
to
you what we did.
scrimmage.
It was the
just
first
hold
time that
him,
defense was
hold
ran.
him!
It was the first time that defense was ran in DFL. I'll tell you that, and it's not a defense that you play in flag football. It was a
Right.
very complex defense, and I think it was perfect. And I think people did realize it, and they're going to be using it on them.
See, this is why you're taking 20th overall. Whatever it was.
No, I'm.
Oh, way
this
to
isn't
come
me.
back.
It's the Chargers played amazing. We
I
had a
agree
game plan
with you, by the
together.
way.
We
on
all
that.
stepped
He was
up.
taken for his brains and his
all stepped
capabilities
up.
off, like not actually physically on the field at 20 as an asset more than his actual
Did you know
physical
you were
play.
going to be taking 20?
I found out right at the draft, like an hour, a couple hours before, a couple hours before. No, a couple hours before.
This kid was cooking for
I was
weeks.
not.
He
All
always
right,
is.
guys. Anyway, thank you so much for tuning in on week 2.
Another sick week. Thank you, Victor, for
Thank you,
coming
Vic,
again.
for
We
coming
really
out.
Appreciate it.
Thank you for having
Thank you
me.
for the best people behind the camera.
Yes.
Thank you both.
Thank you, Keeves. Thank you, Jake. We
good
really,
job.
really appreciate Sad Boy Media. We would like to thank our sponsors, Taquito, Mazone, Square Advance. What do you do?
Saga Dental Spa.
Saga Dental Spa.
Plays of the week.
TYH Construction. Victor's in law school. Great week, boys. Let's
see you next
get it! Woo!